Today's video is gonna be a little different, mainly because I don't know how it's gonna go, how it's gonna end, and what it's about.
But I think I know someone who will know what this video is gonna be about and how it's gonna go down.
You will be suffering, trying your absolute best to shoot magnificent, incredible, jaw-dropping photos on film, by the way.
We're gonna have 5 challenges today in 5 different locations in the beautiful Alps or Dolomites, Alps? Where are we?
Dolomites and Alps. No, I don't know.
Okay, so 5 locations, 5 challenges, and because I don't shoot well with a film camera, like a 35mm film camera, Teo is gonna be giving me his, and in exchange, I'm gonna be giving him my digicam, and he's gonna have to shoot with my digicam because he does not have experience with that. We have the challenges in our hands and we're gonna exchange that. Let's go!
Are you ready to receive your challenge?
Yeah. I don't know.
I have it right here. You're going to need a special weapon.
What is this?
So that you can open these here.
Oh my god.
You know, you're not going to unelegantly open this with your fingers. You have to do it with a katana.
How do you expect me to go about my day when the street signs in the neighborhood still spell your name? The bookstore and the city park keep a record of our day.
I was not expecting that.
I've done this before, but I'm just not good at like taking 35mm film.
Oh.
I have always like a 36 film roll, and then it just comes out like some are good, some are really bad. So I really wanted to challenge myself today to like actually try to be good at it.
So before we jump into the very first challenge that Teo gave me, I just want to say a big thank you to Milanote for sponsoring this video and bringing Teo and I together. I've been a big fan of his work ever since I saw one of his videos, and this was a complete dream to meet with him and travel through Austria and Italy. Milanote is a platform for you to plan and be creative in your process leading up to your big shoot day or whatever projects you might have. You can even use it for graphic design projects or even just connecting with your team. I personally love using Milanote as it is so aesthetically pleasing, not to mention incredibly easy and fun to use. This was my board I made while planning this trip and the ideas along with it with Teo. The one thing I absolutely adore about Milanote is that they give you a ton of templates to use when planning your shoot, like a pre-production board template, a mood board template where you have location notes, inspirations, and everything like that all set up for you. I was delighted to use the moodboard board to share inspirations with Teo as we went along with our ideas, as well as adding a few notes and sketches to make things clear. It just made things a lot easier to like visually translate it and share it with each other. Another thing that made it so seamlessly easy to use Milanote while collaborating was that I could share all my ideas and creative notes with Teo with just a few clicks. I could also enable him to be the editor. That means he could comment, he could change things up in the board if he didn't like them or if he had a comment. And the absolute best part about Milanote is that it is all for free with no time limit. I even used it in one of my oldest videos and it helped a ton. Don't forget to check them out in the description below. So the first challenge for me was to shoot with a 300mm lens, which I am very not used to. If you guys haven't read the title already, the reason why I'm making this video also to meet new creators and get out there more. But one of the reasons that I wanted to make this video as well is because I feel like as a creator you're always creating, but you don't know like when you're in a comfort zone and when you're not in your comfort zone. So I really wanted to challenge myself a little bit and get myself out there, and that was kind of also like my resolution for this year. I kind of wanted to get out of my comfort zone and see what I can do when I do get out of my comfort zone.
But I don't know if I want this to be my first shot. I'm not sure.
I don't know about you guys, but every time I feel like I'm already slipping into my comfort zone, I tell myself like, whoa, stop. I think we have to take this back and get out there more. It just makes me really uneasy when I just stay in one place for too long. Like, I feel like I need to challenge myself. I don't know why. It's kind of like an actual thing that I have to challenge myself. If not, I just feel a bit uneasy about staying in my comfort zone. I feel like I'm missing out on something else. So enough about that. Here are the results.
I need to eat something. I'm so hungry.
Yeah, I was thinking that we could find something around here.
Okay.
But yeah, so you've done your first challenge.
I've done
already,
my first challenge. I'm
First
done.
challenge already done.
You're not done though.
Yeah, but you can still take as many shots as you want, but now
Yeah.
you're stuck with this lens.
I really, really like this lens. Yeah, I'm done. First challenge, striked off. So we're here at our second location and I'm gonna see what challenge is next. Number 2, photography theme, red. Take 3 photos or find 3 photos that are red.
Being creative could either be a blessing or a curse, or both at the same time. As a creative person, I tend to find myself doubting myself a lot and comparing myself a lot to other creatives and what they're doing instead of what I am doing. I think the reason I named this video how I named this video is because I find myself having to put myself in uncomfortable situations and different situations just so that I can grow creatively. I'm not saying that today's shoot was an uncomfortable situation or uncomfortable experience. It's actually the opposite of that. But it's also something very different for me that I've never really done with anyone before. Travel and, spend a whole day together. And this is my first time meeting Teo, mind you. Teo is a lovely, lovely person. And I think that was also one of the reasons why I really loved doing this with him, is because he has such a different mindset from what I have, and it really helps me grow as a person after talking to him for like only a day. But there's these like small things that just help me along the way of being a creative when connecting with other creatives or putting myself in an uncomfortable or different situation. Like I said, today was not uncomfortable at all, but it was very different for me. So I'm using this video as sort of like a visual diary and to show you guys the film photo results at the very end of each challenge, so stay tuned.
I don't know if that's gonna turn out good. I don't know. I feel like the composition was not that great, but so we're here at our third location and I feel like taking a nap, but we have to do our third challenge. And my third challenge is shoot a self-portrait with the film camera.
Yeah, for that I actually have something here for you.
Don't know how I'm gonna do that, but Teo has something for me, so okay.
Autoknips 4, made in Germany. This is an external self-timer.
Oh my god.
For your camera.
How do I...
I'll show you in a sec. You screw it in here without pressing the shutter. And then you basically like wind it and press it.
Damn.
In so many ways, being creative can be challenging or uncomfortable. Being creative is about pushing your boundaries, challenging the norms, and basically turning your idea into reality. And I know how pressuring that can be, how uncomfortable it can be to be in that situation. Because sometimes I'm just lying in bed awake at 2 a.m. and I'm thinking about this idea over and over and over again. Like I can't stop thinking about it and how to turn this idea into reality. And it's just, the creativity really just challenges reality and practicality at the same time. And in that sense, I find it so fun in that sense. It's so challenging, and it's sort of like just like this burning desire to do what you have in your head, and it doesn't matter what gets in the way. It's just you and your idea. And in that sense, creativity and being creative can be so uncomfortable. But you know, I feel like it's totally normal. I feel like that is that thing that keeps me going and really keeps me on my tiptoes.
Sorry?
Do you know any like mountain folk songs?
Folk songs?
Yeah, from like Austria. Could you sing any?
Der Winter weht, der Berg ist schön, so fein ist der Tag, wenn die Sonne scheint. That was completely made up as words.
Challenge 3, strike off.
Sun's going down and I feel sick. Flowers bloom across the room as I lay inside my bed.
Okay, let's see what our fourth challenge is. Ba-da-da-da-da. Photography theme. Slow shutter. Find 3 photos. And Teo conveniently forgot to bring his empty filter for the film camera, so conveniently I have to find a spot that's a bit, darker.
As a little kid or a little girl, there was no one to tell you can't do that. There was no mind to tell you, no, that is not gonna work. I don't know when it changed and I don't know when it stopped being like that, but at some point in my life, and I think in everyone's lives, that little kid just goes away and reality starts to kick in, and you start thinking you can't do this and you can't do that. And I think that's one of the struggles of being creative, or just in creativity in general. Like, you make your own false limits, you set those false expectations of yourself. Today, when I was making this video, I felt like I pushed myself a little bit more. We shot for literally, I think, 14 to 15 hours. We left at dawn at 6 a.m. and then came back, I think, around 10 p.m. And I was home in bed at around 12 a.m. I'm not saying this is a very long shoot. It's not the shortest, but it's also not the longest I've been on. But it was long, and I haven't done this for a really long time. So today I felt like I pushed my boundaries and I finally brought that kid out of me again. That little girl who did not have a shit to give the world. That little girl who literally just put like stones and sticks together and called it art. She didn't care about what people thought of it, how many likes she got, how many comments she got, how many subscribers she got. All she cared about was about the results that came out of that sticks and stones, that little craft work. She just cared about what it meant to her, and just to show it to family and friends maybe. And I think today I might have made her proud.
There will be days when you get low. Music within lifts up the tune, helps you help yourself again. Just see. Just see. Just see.
you.